Alright, I'm coming at you with the Olympus Book Tag. It's very similar to the Greek mythology book tag that I did in the fact that it uses the gods as like the inspiration for the questions, but the questions are different. So I was tagged by Bookish Brie. I will link to the original video in the description, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. The questions are different. Like, why not? I love Greek mythology, one, and I love tags, so of course I'm gonna do another one. Sorry guys. So, the creator is, like, not found because apparently the video was deleted, so I don't know who originally created this tag, but I'm going to link to where Brie found it, and that's gonna be my crediting. I'm sorry, original creator, but you took down the video, so there's no way for me to credit you properly. But without further ado, let's jump into the questions. The gods are out of order in this one, so I guess spice things up. Zeus is still first, though, and his question is, name your favorite fictional leader, good or bad. And I went with Kaz from Six of Crows, because, one, he's, like, so amazing. Like, he can just do so many things, and he's been through so much, and he's like, I don't know, he's like only 17? Like, how is that even possible? Honestly, he's amazing, and I think he's a really good leader because, like, honestly, the 6 of them and Six of Crows would not have, like, worked together had it not been for Kaz. So, like, he's basically responsible for pulling off the heist, because without him, there would be no crew to pull off the heist. So that's why I went with him. I love him. He's my edgy emo son. And the next one is Hera, and then her question is, who are your favorite fictional parents? And I went with one fictional parent, which is Sally Jackson from the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. So, I don't know if you know this, but Sally Jackson is amazing, and honestly, I don't know how anybody could not like her, because she does so much, and it's incredible. Like, she was a single mom for most of Percy's, well, not most of Percy's life, because she was married to, Gabe. That was fun. But she was basically a single parent because Gabe didn't do anything. But now I'm really happy that she has Paul. It's gonna be, and then the daughter, like Percy's sister, like, it's great. Anyway, Sally Jackson is amazing and basically supported Percy by herself while Percy was growing up. So, yeah. Love her. The next one is Demeter, which is, which fictional food would you like to try? And I couldn't pick something specific, because technically I've tried butterbeer at the Harry Potter land, and so I couldn't pick that. So I went with some other fancy pastry that I can't think of the name of from Harry Potter. I'm sure there's plenty of them. I remember reading about plenty of pastries, and I like pastries, so that's why, and I figured that Harry Potter would have the best pastries, and I'm pretty sure they're mentioned in the book. If they're not, I haven't read Harry Potter in a very long time, sue me. The next one is Poseidon, so name a book where water is central either in setting or plot, and I went with the obvious choice of the Son of Neptune. Obviously, Percy is the son of Poseidon, so that is central to the plot, and he can control water. But other than that, they do go on a quest mainly on water, like they have to sail to Alaska as their quest, and so that is why I chose it as the water setting. Easy enough, right? The next one is Dionysius, which is, which character would you like to most party with? Or would you most like to have a party with? And, this was tricky because I was like, ooh, what character do I want to party with? And I ended up going with Nikki from All for the Game. because Nikki just knows how to party, man. He goes hard. He knows how to party, and he would throw an amazing party. I wouldn't have to do like any of the work, and like we would throw the best party, and I would take some of the credit for it, but it would really just be all Nikki's doing. And then at the party, like, we would just have the best time because Nikki knows how to have a good time, and I love him. So we're gonna have a party that Dionysius would be proud of. The next one is Apollo, and that's either name a great debut book, so an author's first published work, or a first book in the series that you really enjoyed. And to keep from repeating myself, I went with The Dangerous Art of Blending In, because this was a really great debut novel, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, actually. And I still adore the cover. And yeah, I just think that even though, I think it's really cool that the author, and it's basically autobiographical. Is that a word? You know what I mean. Autobiographical. That's how you pronounce it. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so I think that's really cool, and I think that dealing with abuse in this book is really good, and I think the relationships in this book are also pretty, like, they deal with it, like, very well, and they showcase, like, the different kinds of relationships. Like, you can have an abusive relationship, or you can have, like, a nice relationship. Like, I don't know, I just really like this book. The next one is Artemis. So who is your favorite female heroine? And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's Annabeth from Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Like I said, I would die for Annabeth, and I would marry Annabeth, and I would let her step on me. I've just repeated myself from the last tag video I did, but, you know, there's not much more to say. The next one is Athena. Name a character who is wise. And I went with Chiron from both Percy Jackson and the Song of Achilles. He is pretty great. He's like taught demigods for like centuries, and I don't know, he's definitely wise, and I definitely let him teach me some shit. So, the next one is, if you could travel to any fictional setting, real world or fantasy, where would you go? And, like, this is kind of a repeat, too, because I think I kind of mentioned this, but, it's Camp Half-Blood. I really want to go to Camp Half-Blood. I think it would just be an amazing summer camp, and I want to learn how to fight with a sword. Like, I did, stage combat, and we fought with single sword. We did single sword, and, like, it was hard, but, like, I want to get good at that shit, because it was fun. So, yeah, I want to go to Camp Half-Blood really badly. Also, I want to go to Ketterdam, even though I would probably get mugged. So, there's that. For some variety. The next one is Hephaestus. And this one makes a lot more sense than the last one did. If you could have any fictional tool made, for example, a weapon or a gadget, what would you want? And I chose Magnus Chase's sword from Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. His sword is really cool because it turns into a pendant. So it's just like a cool necklace, but then when you need it, you have a sword. I really like swords, in case you couldn't tell. And so, anyway, yeah, I want Summerbrander / Jack. So, yeah, I want my own. I would probably not name it Jack. I guess it's up to the sword. If mine was talking, I guess I would let the sword choose its own name. But, yeah. Maybe it's not going to be a talking sword like Riptide. So, but I chose Summerbrander over Riptide because I think the pendant form is way cooler than a pin, and it would be less hard to lose. Like, I wouldn't lose a necklace because it would always be around my neck, whereas a pin, like, I'd have to keep in my pocket. And I know it reappears in your pocket, like, but still, I like the fact that it's a necklace a lot. So that's what I would choose. The next one is Ares. And that is, what is your favorite fictional battle? And this is pretty obvious. It's the Trojan War. I love the Trojan War. In general, like, the Trojan War, obviously, as it's depicted in the Iliad, but the Iliad only depicts, like, 10 weeks of the Trojan War, whereas the Trojan War lasted for 10 years. And it depicts, like, only 10 weeks of that. So, yeah, I mean, I like the Trojan War as a whole. I think Helen of Troy is mischaracterized so much, and she deserves better. And they also leave out Diomedes all the time, and he deserves better. And yeah, so I love the Trojan War. End of story. The next one is, what is your ultimate ship? The characters do not have to be from the same book. And obviously I went with Patroclus, because look at that. Look at my Patroclus print up there, and my fan art that I made. So I went with Patroclus because I just love them so much, and they're my sons, and I love them, and I already said that, and I'm not going to waste any more time by just rambling on about how much I love Patroclus, because I think I've already done that. The next one is, if you could petition, it's Hades, and then if you could petition Hades to bring any fictional character back from the dead, who would you choose? And spoiler alert for Six of Crows, and I'm going to put that in the description, and I'm going to put the time stamp too, so covering my bases with this, because this hit me so hard, and it's Matthias, however you pronounce his name, from Six of Crows / Crooked Kingdom. He dies in Crooked Kingdom. And it was just so uncalled for. Like, I know, like, I get, like, why he had to die, because we needed, like, something to happen badly to them, but, like, Nina deserves him so much, and they were doing so well, and it was just, his death killed me, and I literally teared up. I don't think I properly cried, but I did tear up, and yeah, I would definitely petition Hades to get him back properly, because Nina did kind of resurrect him, and he was like a zombie, and no one wants that. I want him back properly, so him and Nina can be happy together. And the final one is, if you could be a god or goddess of anything, what would you want to be, and what do you think would fit your personality? These do not have to be the same. And I didn't know, so I asked my friend, hey, what do you think I would be the god of? And he was like, the dead. And I was like, what? That Hades is already the god of the dead. And he was like, no, of the dead, like dead gay Greeks and dead gay revolutionaries. So apparently I'm the god of the dead, but like the dead people that died. Yeah, so obviously this fits my personality because I love what I just mentioned. So that is the Olympus tag, and it ran not as long as some of my other tags have been, but it's still pretty long. So sorry about that. I'm going to try and make these shorter, but it's probably not going to happen. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.